Hey there, welcome to LSAT Demon Daily. I'm Ben Olson, that's Nathan Fox. We're the founders of lsatdemon.com and our weekly podcast, Thinking LSAT. Syed writes in, stuck at a plateau.
Took a diagnostic 2 years ago and got a 137. Currently, I'm stuck in the high 150s, low 160s, and seeing little improvement. I know your advice is one question at a time, but my problem is I've attempted nearly 1,500 questions, and I seem to have plateaued. First thing I would note here, before I even go on to the rest of Saad's email, I would say 1,500 questions, that's a good start.
Yeah, that's a good start. There's at least 8,000.
Yeah. So you've done 20%, let's say, of the available questions, and you got 80% of the available questions to go. I'm not saying that sheer number of questions is really the thing. It's not. Learning from those questions is the thing. But if you started at a 137 and you're already hovering around 160, you're killing it. I mean, you're doing so well.
Yeah, especially having tapped only 20% of the available questions.
Yeah, you've got 80% of the available questions to go, and you've already covered, I mean, 137 is what, like 15th percentile LSAT, 10th percentile,
Sure.
15th percentile LSAT? I mean,
Yeah.
no one should ever go to law school with a 137.
Yeah.
And you're now at a 160, which is now you're in the game now. I mean, you already would probably start seeing some scholarship offers at not so credible schools. But can you get another 5, another 10, another 15 points with 80% of the available questions to go?
Yep.
You've already changed your life once, Saad, and I think you can change your life again if you just keep going. Anyways, Saad says, I've been with the Demon since the start. Should I try reading an intro LSAT book and coming back, or something else? I always hear people talking about such things as contrapositives, negation, etc., and I don't have any knowledge related to those things. Would it be helpful to learn these things?
No.
I mean, it's like, this is like an advertisement for us.
Yeah.
Bro, you made it from 137 to the low 160s without knowing what a contrapositive is. Good. you made it from 137 to the low 160s because you don't know what a contrapositive is.
Yeah.
Because you don't need to know what a contrapositive is. That's a word that we used to say when we were worse LSAT teachers. And now that we're better LSAT teachers, we just don't even say that word anymore. You don't need to know it. You don't need to know anything about negation. You don't need any, you've got foundations now. You actually have foundations on board. You've realized that if you just read carefully, you can solve the questions. And you've already made it into the low 160s. Just keep going.
Yeah, it's interesting too. Now I'm looking back. He said he took a diagnostic 2 years ago. So you've done 1,500 questions over the course of 2 years. You're probably just not studying enough. Like
Quite
generally, yeah, like quantity is not the key. Quality is the key. You got to do a question and do your best to understand it and learn from it. But at the same time, there is like a minimal threshold here, right? To moving the ball forward and thus feeling positive about your progress. You've probably just done too little work.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing about 2 questions per day for those 2 years on average.
It's not enough. Yeah.
I mean, it's probably too many days off and or not enough actual work on the days that he's working. Because, yeah, 2 years, 1,500 questions. Wait, 2 questions per day? No, that doesn't math, does it? Oh, yeah, it does. Yeah, it's 700 something days. Yeah, 200. It's 2 questions per day. So you need to turn up the volume a bit. You need to study basically an hour, hour and a half a day, 6 days a week. You'll start getting through more content. But boy, do you not need theory, fundamentals. It's all the type of shit that, you know, it's so telling that someone can make a 20 or 23 or 25 point improvement without any of this shit. But then they start thinking, oh, maybe I need that shit.
Yeah.
No, you don't. You do not. If you want to read a book, Saad, I would recommend our book, The LSAT is Easy. If you haven't already picked up a copy of that book, it'll, at least give you permission not to need all of this bogus stuff. But, that book is only $6.27 on Amazon. We don't make a penny when you buy that book. In fact, I think Amazon loses money when when you buy that book. So if you hate Jeff Bezos, you should buy The LSAT is Easy.
Yeah, right. Because what happened? That was the minimum they would let us charge. Now they want it to be actually higher, but
they raised the minimum allowable price. If we ever make changes to the book, we would have to raise the price. So we haven't made any changes to the book because we don't want to change the price. It's still at $6.27. And it now has 213 reviews on Amazon with 4.7 stars. Not too bad. Given that many of the negative reviews are obviously fake. Like if you read the negative reviews, it's funny because it's like just people who definitely didn't read the book.
Yeah.
Anyway, pick up The LSAT is Easy on Amazon, and then just get back to doing what you've been doing. One question at a time, just solve those questions. But yeah, probably more than 2 questions per day. Anything more?
No, that's all. Thanks for writing in. Email daily at lsatdemon.com if you'd like to ask us a question or share some LSAT or law school admissions news. Thanks for listening.